Hey everyone, this is Geek Goth and I'm rolling right on into the next episode. So, we've got to figure out how to take these shriveled potatoes, cut them up.
I should be able to attach the hook to the rope. Right, that'll hold.
Okay, for some reason I have that. Maybe I can go onto the thing. Anyway, I've got to make chips, I've got to find toilet paper, and I'm a pirate queen now, so that's awesome. So can I hook it onto the ship? Might be stuff on the Mary that I can get. I in fact can do that. Go, Pirate Ivo! Need to write that. Pirate Ivo and her hippogriff, Buttercup. Hope she can balance.
It'd be simpler if I could still see my feet.
Yeah, just a little bit. Delicately, Ivo, delicately. Okay. On the Mary. Got a cannon.
After we defeated the Archwitch, we returned to the temple where we'd left Mary. We flew her to Seastone and Nate fired off 3 salute shots. There were only a few injured.
Alright.
When I saw Nate for the first time, he was sitting in this very cage. The bounty hunter Mazaz had captured him. He managed to convince me that he was a capable captain able to help me. I thought he was brazen and pompous and clumsy and somehow also very sweet. I shouldn't have got involved with him. The heart's a poor counsellor when it comes to matters of love.
Indeed.
I don't know what happened to Mazaz. Nate somehow managed to outwit her in the wildlands. Perhaps she managed to capture him after all and brought him here. A sticky looking pot with, some sort of slime. We don't have any machines in the Elf Burrow, but Wilbur told me about how he was responsible for oiling and greasing all the machinery in the gnome hole. I imagine the stuff in this pot is the same sort of thing.
If I need it, I need it. Alright,
We didn't fly a direct route from Seastone to the Elf Burrow. We made detours and explored Aventásia. Once we spent 3 days and nights drifting over the ocean because Nate and Wilbur tried to give the engine a bit more power. It was wonderful. The peace, the sea, the moonlight, and the 2 engineers making things worse each day.
I can imagine that. Hey look, a knife. I can cut things, like chips.
Nate
Somehow
and
this
Critter aren't
corset
great
is going
believers
over
in
my
order.
baby bump.
Ship shapes not to be found here. During my first days on the Mary, I tidied up after them. I soon gave up on that.
Good plan. Can cut those chips. Look at cloth.
That's Nate's lucky headscarf. He put it on during stormy weather. Critter and I used to poke fun at the fact that it was always a matter of luck every time he stepped behind the wheel.
Ah, that's cute. I like Critter. Look
Buttercup's
at the
too
wheel.
tired to carry me any further. But I can't just steal the Mary. She and Nate are thick as thieves. She wouldn't obey me.
Point taken. Enter the captain's cabin. What else can I loot from there? I like that pirate outfit. It reminds me of Grace something. I can't remember. Irish pirate queen.
Princess Ivo? What are you doing here?
Hello, Mary.
Are you here to break Captain Nate's heart
I
again?
did not break his
Did
heart.
he tell you that? He left me, just like that.
But that's just ridiculous. He loves you. He left the ship full of hope, and 30 minutes later he returned a different man. You said no, didn't you?
What? Nate wanted to propose to me. He left me just like that.
He was going to propose to me that night?
He had a ring and got himself a fine suit from the wardrobe. Yes, a proposal with all the bells and whistles. He was so nervous. He'd practiced the whole day, asked me what I thought at least 100 times.
He didn't ask me once.
He didn't? I was convinced that our sudden departure was down to your refusing him. I said some horrible things about you, but Captain Nate wouldn't stand for it. When he left the cabin carrying the ring, that was the last time I saw him truly happy.
Aww.
He just disappeared without a word. And I never got a marriage proposal.
But something must have happened. Otherwise,
Oh,
why
I
would
bet
he
it was
just
his mother.
left like
The mother.
that?
I
I
bet it was
woke up
her.
and wanted to go to him, but Mother told me that Nate had disappeared in the middle of the night with no explanation. I was sure that it was just a misunderstanding and that he'd come back, but he didn't.
Oh, sweetie.
It was the
That
mum.
is simply dreadful.
What a
I was
bitch.
distraught, then angry, and after a while I started blaming myself. I'm a modern elf princess. Why am I acting like some silly little girl just because a bloke's left me?
Okay, so what
Why
brought
did
you
you come to
Tugator?
Tugator?
Captain Nate made a deal with a little bounty hunter in Bonzing. A gnome, I think. I hardly believed it when he gave me the course, but he said it was important. The most important thing in the world.
A wretched magic lamp was the most important thing to him, huh?
When Tugator appeared on the horizon, Nate let the bounty hunter put him in chains. Just like I was put in chains by the Red Pirate when we eventually reached the island. The next day, I felt the chain release itself. There was lots of shouting and noise, and ever since, I've wondered what was going on.
And then I came down the stairs.
Exactly. The princess who had given my captain so much heartache. Well, that's what I thought, at least.
Whatever the reason for him running, he shouldn't have just turned his back on me without explanation.
Not that I wish to defend him, but do you think he might have got cold feet because of your child? Oh, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, I'm not
Oh,
fat.
it's not his child.
What? You lying harlot! Go all doe-eyed at my Captain Nate and then go whoring around with someone else?
Oh, that's strong
And
words.
here's me, gullible Gertie, almost falling for your lies. Well, just you wait.
That's the same reaction Nate had. I have never and would never cheat on him. My pregnancy's a bit of a mystery to me as well. But hey, thanks for your support.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
We had a lot of fun with this wardrobe. Or more precisely with the costumes in it. We had fashion shows every evening. Wilbur and Critter looked hilarious. Ah, happy times. I'm not going to poke around the wardrobe. Too many memories.
Alrighty. Sugar. I need sugar.
Critter puts huge quantities of sugar in his tea. He gets that from Nate. Neither of them understand the rationale behind drinking tea. One heats water, puts tea into it, and then pretends that it tastes of something. Sugar and milk are just an interference. A good handful. That should do.
And I can put that sugar
A
into the energy
ridiculous
drink.
amount of sugar. Basis of many drinks.
Energy drink of dubious origin. I like that. Alright. Look at the oven.
There's a whole heap of coal glowing in the oven. Perhaps not enough to give Mary some steam, but certainly enough to grill half a pig with strawberry jam and pickled gherkins. Did I really just say that?
Yes, you did. You're pregnant and you eat strange, strange things.
Okay, I'll cut the slices as thin as I possibly can.
Indeed. Cut, 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 cut. Slices.
The thin potato slices get put into the pan, like this.
Yep.
I've left the skins on. That'll give extra flavour.
One would hope, anyway.
The potatoes would just burn and shrivel in the pan. Do I really want that?
What am I meant to...
Chaos wherever you look. Nate
Seems
is and
simple.
always will be a pirate. Nothing's gonna change that. Mary's just like Nate. She jumps to the wrong conclusion and doesn't even give me a chance to explain myself. It's so unfair. Mary's just like...
What else? Look up at look at
Nate
makeup
always
mirror.
insisted he hadn't got rid of the Red Pirate's dressing table because it wouldn't fit through the hatch. However, my theory is he'd missed the mirror. Nate always insisted however...
So...
Fat is used for cooking, but this? Whatever.
Maybe now it'll work. Should have remembered that I had the fat in there.
Right. High heat, boiling fat and thin potato slices. Should work. Oh yes, I can smell it already.
Because, you know, making potato chips is easy like that.
Done. If I didn't know it was just my hormones talking, I could easily eat those.
Indeed. Salt on them.
Now to add the crowning glory to the crisps. Salt. Ready.
Alright, so I've got salted crisps, energy drink. I need toilet paper now?
Mary's just... Mary's...
I don't know, toilet paper? How am I meant to get toilet paper? Oh dear. Don't know.
Nate did explain the fundamentals of navigation to me. Well, he called it the fundamentals. I'm pretty sure that was all he knew, plus some stuff he made up on the spot to impress me.
Probably. Where will I get toilet paper? Let's disembark the ship. Up to town. Toilet paper.
He didn't even hear me. He simply... His honor has to concentrate on his trial. I better leave him in peace.
Can't see anything else
Even
to
if I
do,
wanted
though.
to, I couldn't take the key.
Nothing. Archmage Alistair.
That's Nate's favourite headscarf. Also, I believe he wore it a lot.
Nothing here, no. Salted crisps, I kind of need them for other things. Okay, I wonder what happens if I go put the... things in the hatch.
Enjoy.
Energy drink of dubious origin.
That's that then. Just missing some toilet paper now. That's Nate's favourite headscarf. I couldn't, could I? Have fun with it.
Oh, that's evil. Oh god.
Alright then, open sesame!
He's gonna hate me so
Are you taking
much.
the piss? I'm gonna do call and you can it up your you
I agree with her.
I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be getting so excited. Let's try that once again. If you don't open this door this instant, I will personally ensure that this building is smashed onto the rocks 3,000 meters below us. Then I will set fire to everything on this island and allow the island to crush your broken body. And after that, I'll get angry. I see we understand each other.
Yes. Do not mess with a pregnant woman. Seeker of the truth.
Oh, yes. Strawberry tart. Don't go there, honey. He's only gonna cheat on you.
So you are this oracle?
Good guess, Princess Ivo.
Beholders?
You're much shorter in real life.
What's this about offerings? Do you think I'm going to be your errand girl?
Well, you already have been. I can't leave this room. I offer a valuable service, and someone has to do my shopping. No, not that door. Right!
So, the pirates have provided you with everything you need to survive?
Correct. But then the Red Pirate went crazy and scared them all off the island. That's why I have to make do with coloured sugar water and disgusting crisps.
You ate that?
I had to. I have needs, you know. Oh, yes, marry her without a prenup. That's a great idea.
Right, okay.
You told me in the elf burrow that I would come here. So you can see into the future. What's your game?
The mirrors show the future, or possible versions of the future.
Then why didn't you warn Wilbur or the Archmage what was going to happen?
How could I get their attention? Anyway, I only observe. I don't get involved.
Unless someone asks.
Oh, let him cry. He deserves it.
You're getting involved now.
But only because it's absolutely necessary. Oh, a boat! We're saved!
Okay, pardon me. Sorry.
I've got the frog. I mean the Archmage.
I saw the battle! Spectacular! That little girl and Wilbur's wand. You couldn't make it up.
Is there a way of changing Master Alistair back?
Oh, that's not so easy. He hasn't just been turned into a frog. He is a frog now. Oh, don't go, Johnny! She needs you!
But he can be changed back, can't he?
Perhaps. His consciousness and his soul are in another place. But there is still a weak bridge connecting him to this world.
So there is hope?
Yes, but just a vague one. You have to... Wallop! Right between the eyes! That had to hurt!
Can you
How
help?
can we return the spirit of the Archmage
Stop
to
getting
this
distracted
world?
by shit.
The Red Pirate has a magic compass. It always points in the direction of what you desire most.
Of course.
In the case of the
does.
Archmage, this is hopefully a way back. The lost Book of the Dead explains how to summon a spirit back into this world. But without a spark of life, he would die as soon as he returned.
A magic compass, a lost book, and a spark of life. Doesn't sound like a walk in the park.
That's why I lured you here.
Oh no. Not him. No, 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 no.
You need them, Ivo. You won't manage this task without them.
Okay.
You said that the Book of the Dead had disappeared. Are there any clues to where it is?
Well, it's in a place without mirrors. That much is clear. It was kept in the legendary desert city of Lorem Ipsum in the Umzu Desert. No more is known.
Lorem
We've got
Ipsum.
Philotex.
Now where have I heard of that?
An ancient city that finally lost the battle against the sand.
I'll find it, and the Book of the Dead.
Right. Philotex.
I will get these 3 things and change the Archmage back. On my own.
No, you won't. I have seen a future in which you fail, Ivo. A future that you won't live to see.
Oh, but that's only one possible future.
True, but are you prepared to risk its occurrence just because Nate gets on your nerves?
Ha! He doesn't just get on my nerves.
I know, it's... What? That's never a valuable antique.
Very well. I'll get both of them out of there.
It's not that easy. You're forgetting the head.
The head of Medusa.
I've seen it. Fortunately, just through my mirrors. It's terrible. If you try to rescue Nate and the critter with all guns blazing, the Red Pirate will unveil the head, and then no magic in the world can save you.
Got any suggestions?
Yes, you all seem
have to
right.
win the court hearing.
Would that not strike you as somewhat improbable with that judge?
Not with the right defense strategy. I haven't heard that one before.
He's paying very much attention to
Hello?
everything.
Stick to the
else.
point.
How can I convince the Red Pirate of Nate's
How am I
innocence?
going to convince the Red Pirate of Nate's innocence? Considering the fact that I'm pretty certain that there's a case to answer on every single count.
Of course Nate did everything he's accused of. But was it his free will?
What do you mean?
Say someone is controlled by a voodoo curse and kills someone. Is he the murderer or the one controlling the doll? Ugh! Oh, I wouldn't eat that salad.
What have voodoo dolls got to do with Nate and the theft of the lamp?
Act as his defense lawyer and tell the Red Pirate that Nate was controlled by a higher power. The rest will follow of its own accord.
That's insane.
Trust me, I can see through all mirrors.
I
And
swear,
anyway,
I'm gonna
I
like...
love courtroom dramas.
I'm going to leave, and then he's just got to go like, oh, wait, I forgot to tell you this. Okay, never mind. Can I trust you?
That's all well and good. The question is, can I trust you?
What kind of a question is that? No matter what I say, you still won't know.
Maybe you're just telling me these things because you're bored and want to create a bit of chaos.
There are always exciting things happening in this world. I just want it to stay that way.
What do you mean?
Turn the Archmage back to normal. He can tell you.
Okay, I'm just going to go now.
Shh! He's proposing to her.
That's weird.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks, Beholder. Thank you.
Thousands of lives are being reflected in each mirror. I really shouldn't look, but there's such a powerful allure in watching other people go about their daily business.
Like, you know, reality TV.
It's very difficult to recognize anything at all in this mirror. Perhaps it's showing a future in constant motion?
Wonder if that's
Would I
making a
like to know when
reference.
I'll die? And what is going to become of this one? No. I believe that not knowing what the future will bring is part of life. The Oracle said that the stories repeat themselves again and again. I think that's because people don't really change. Different places, different people, the same mistakes.
And such is life. Alright. Can't believe I did that with Nate's scarf. Oh. Alright then. Well. I am just going to have to win this court then. Alright then. Okay. Alright. Let's do this.
Excuse me, Your Honor, Judge?
Yes.
All defendants are entitled to a lawyer, are they not? I will be their lawyer.
Oh, really? Why not? Being the judge, I'm all for a fair trial. No one should be able to say, I sentenced them to death unjustly.
I don't know if I want to be represented by her.
Shut up, Nate. The accused is only allowed to talk when their lawyer tells them to.
Well, what do you have to say in their defense?
Higher power is
He is
responsible.
not responsible for his actions. He's being controlled by a higher power.
Oh, the voodoo doll defense.
Not at all. There is a higher power which controls him and all of us, I think.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Indeed. Behold the water jug.
Nah, that was the win.
No, that was the higher power.
If so, then it could get that coconut down from that tree. That is impossible.
Indeed.
Indeed.
You, turn around. Now go ask your higher power how many fingers I'm holding up.
It is 3 fingers.
That's witchcraft. Someone's watching me. They want to control me. And they want to drive me crazy.
Yes.
But they won't get me.
Bye-bye. See you later.
That was brilliant. How did you do that?
Higher
I-
power.
Don't know.
You mean there really is a higher power controlling everything?
That can't be.
Yes, it can.
Oh, higher power! If you are really there, make a green unicorn appear. See? Just a figment of imagination.
Yeah, do something that we can't do.
All
Alright
right then. Release me.
I can summon a pink hippogriff. But that's about it. I'll rescue
Critter
Critter
doesn't
first.
need my help to get out of that
Oh,
thing.
come on.
He's just there out of solidarity.
Fine.
Come on, Critter. We're going.
Don't I even get a thank you?
I didn't ask for your help, and we would have managed fine on our own. Isn't that right, buddy?
No.
You see?
We don't have any time for this nonsense. I need your help, apparently.
Ah. So, Princess Self-Centered needs some more help, does she?
Oi!
I'm self-centered. You just scarpered off so you could play your stupid pirate games.
Critter, can you tell that person that at least I haven't been playing around in other people's beds?
I didn't do that!
Critter, tell this excuse of a pirate that I was not unfaithful to him. Even if I'd wanted to, I couldn't have been unfaithful to him. He left me.
Critter, tell her that I won't listen to this any longer.
Come on.
Nate, it's about the Archmage and Wilbur.
What? What about them?
The Archmage has been cursed and Wilbur's wanted for murder.
That's nonsense. That little guy wouldn't hurt a fly.
We have to help them.
I can't.
Why?
I can drop you off in Elfborough if you like.
That would be a start. The spark of life is there. My father has it.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Are you sure you'll be able to find the elf burrow?
Oh, poor little critter. I feel for you. Communication needs to be done. No one is communicating.
Right, someone's gonna have to go up to my father and ask him for the spark of life. Then we have to head off to find Lorem Ipsum. Hello?
I'm not going to help. That's your problem.
Well, I'm not over the moon about it either, but the Oracle did say that I needed friends in order to overcome the challenges that lie ahead of me.
Then I suggest you look for some. Farewell.
But you have to help me. I can't possibly meet Mother in this state. The gods only know what she'd do to me.
And quite rightly, too.
Oh yeah? Then why don't you tell him yourself that you're going to desert him?
The frog?
That's Archmage Alistair. Didn't you listen to anything I said? And what about Wilbur?
I'm sorry. I can't.
Reckon the mum did something.
Oi, Critter! Come on! Just look what she's done! Critter!
Fine. Yeah, go salt. Men. Mind you, they're both not really doing a very good attempt at communication here.
Critter! I knew that you wouldn't desert me. And that's good. Mother must under no circumstances see me like this.
I was informed of your arrival, Ivo.
Hi. Hello, Mother. I forgot something on board.
I just forgot something on board. Just a sec.
You're not going back on that thing. And I know when you're lying. What is
Really?
the matter with you? Why don't you turn around?
I just love the view. Why don't you turn around?
I'm just so happy to be back home. I've missed this view.
Why on earth did you go running after that human? I told him that he was to keep away from you.
You did what?
What have you?
Well, I can explain.
Not necessary.
What have you done? What the hell happened just there? What? Did she just magically turn me to sleep? And now she's gonna
Helping
what?
her. Why should I? Just turns up and what the hell is taking so long? Critter, come on, it's time to go.
No, it's not. Ah, Buttercup.
Ivo's hippogriff doesn't seem very happy. Perhaps she's missing her rider. Or she's just hungry. Or both. Go over into the garden. There are plants and fruit there if you're hungry. Don't fancy greens, huh? Go over into the garden. Don't fancy greens, huh? The last time I used this thing, I blew a bounty hunter out of the sky. Nonetheless, Critter and I prefer to avoid a fight if we can and rely on our brains and good looks.
Uh-huh.
The Elf Burrow is one of the most beautiful spots imaginable. But a golden prison is still a prison. The Elf Burrow is but a...
Well, that's depressing.
As soon as I've picked up Critter, I'm out of here. Perhaps we'll fly to... Ah, whatever. We're free. We can fly to wherever we want. The Mary was damaged recently, and I want to repair her. When I say recently, I mean about 2 years ago. But in my defense, I had to save the world in the meantime. I'll start the repairs tomorrow. But what can you do if there's a better use for the plate?
Just take things, because that's what you do in puzzle games. You just take whatever and figure it out later.
When the Mary belonged to the Red Pirate, he didn't just use her for pleasure trips. They did some work now and again, as this cage proves. One of my goals in life is to never be a prisoner in my own cage again.
Indeed.
Some gnome engineers wanted to fine-tune Mary in appreciation of our victory against Mortroga. But Mary doesn't like gadgets, and I'm happy with her the way she is. When I first got the Mary, I understood absolutely nothing about her mechanics. Now I understand at least twice as much.
Sure. Look at the rope.
The Mary tried to teach me some knots. I think she likes passing on her knowledge to me. She said she'll try and teach pigs to fly next.
Uh-huh. Use rope with... nothing. Alright, leave ship. I think that's all I can do there for the moment.
Critter, what have you done now? Ivo's mother? Oh. Come on, let's get you out of there first.
Oh, he's caught up in the things. Oh, critter.
All right, all right. Darn elven magic. Yes, I'll get help. Wait here.
Oh dear.
Damn elven magic. Hey, Critter, can't you somehow slip out of there? You can usually squeeze through most gaps. The thorns, I see.
I wonder. Nope. I don't know what it would do, but still. Is that Weeping Willow still depressed after I read it like horror stories of wood carvings? Really?
At school, I had a teacher who hit us across the fingers with something like that when we were naughty. I stayed the full 2 weeks nonetheless. Education is the key to success.
Take a read. For some reason.
That's strange. When I was here last, that tree looked a lot happier.
And then Ivo read it horror stories. Because she's a cruel, cruel
We waited
elf.
for ages until Ivo's mother finally left the palace. Then it was pool time. Critter and me cannonballed in from the balcony. Ivo was torn between outrage and laughter. People say the water has a healing effect. Perhaps I should take 1 or 2 barrels of it with me and sell it.
Probably not the best idea.
We waited for ages, then Critter and...
Alright, before I head in there, I just want to make sure there's nothing over here that's gonna... Look at
Critter
bee's
attacked
nest.
this beehive one night. He claims to this day that it was the sweetest triumph of his life. But it was 3 days before the swelling from the bee stings went down.
It's not the best idea. Look at ball of string.
No trace of arbor, but he left this ball of string lying here. Perhaps he was going to tie up bushes with it or something. Shorty won't mind, I think.
You think?
I've never been very interested in plants, but there are things in this garden I've never seen anywhere else. Those 2 plants there, for example, it looks as though they're strangling one another.
No, it's a hug. It's called a hug. Alright, is that library the only place I can go?
A fishing rod? Nah, too obvious.
Nope, not doing anything. Is the thing over here? Can I go over there? That might not be the best idea. Enter the library. Is there anything in here?
According to
I can
Ivo, these are swords belonging to some of those who have tried to conquer the woodland realm. Nowadays, everyone knows it's better not to pick a fight with elves.
So that's all I can do. Just like when I was with Thingy. Ivo
The king and
before.
queen keep gifts given to them by delegations from far-off lands in this room. Some of them are rather bizarre. The top hat might have been a present from a kobold delegation, although it's a bit too big for that.
Hmm.
The top hat might have...
Look at Bloom.
I nearly got arrested once because of a flower like that. I didn't know why they're forbidden almost everywhere, until I heard someone playing one for the first time.
Books. Monster. Can I talk to the elven medicinal book? Nope, okay. Go up to
Critter
Ivo's
claims he
room.
doesn't know Ollie, but the family resemblance can't be denied. Ollie used to be a bookmaker, got involved with the wrong people. Ivo says I just make all this up.
Okay.
I've only had dealings with a dragon once. The dear thing wasn't really all there, and completely harmless. I've never really understood why it's all right to cut off dragons' heads. Dragons are rational beings. Not a nice tradition.
No, no. Quick look at the books, then we'll head up to Ivo's room and I'll have to enter
During
the
my time
thing
here, I sat in this library many times enjoying a good book. Not. During my time here, I sat in this Not.
Not. Okay. Oh, if anyone catches you? No. Sorry, I skipped his dialogue, I'm sorry. Expected just to head up there.
I couldn't allow him to propose to you. What sort of life would you have? You'd have lost him so soon, maybe just 50 years after marrying him. Or were you planning to go into the world with him and get old just like him? That would be terrible, and I told him as much. If one truly loves someone, then it's sometimes better to let them go. You know that I can be very convincing. The human spirit is weak. And perhaps there was a tiny bit of magic involved too. If only I'd known that it was already too late.
Well, we know now. It wasn't Ivo.
That darn witch! It all sounded so right. I was already across the sea when it became clear to me that I might have made the biggest mistake of my life. No wonder Ivo hates me. Her mother must never have told her what happened. Or she blamed me for everything.
Yep. Alright. I can't do anything here. Have to go to the throne room, maybe? Okay, I can't help him with my bare hands, so... throne room. Maybe Ivo's dad is around and he'll help me. Look at the desk.
The Queen must have ordered the sentries to let the Mary pass. So long as she doesn't give any orders to the contrary, we should be able to enter and leave the woodland realm at any time. I think Ivo has never really got on with her mother, but she has always respected her. Her mother is very hard-working, very conscientious, very clever, but I think Ivo would have liked a bit more affection and warmth from her.
Maybe a little.
When your girlfriend's mother is an elf priestess, and you want to make a good impression, you shouldn't call this a swimming pool in front of her. But I meant it in a good way. I even invited her and Ivo's father to join us. I had to listen to a quite long and, to be honest, slightly hostile lecture about this being a holy moon well. But what if your sweaty feet are longing for a cool down after a long day? What do you do then? My good
sure you
arguments
figured it
were
out.
ignored.
My good
I had to
arguments
listen,
were
but my good...
Woodland realm. Just quickly before I talk to the king.
I don't know if I'd have been happy here with Ivo. His place is beautiful, of course, but nothing changes, or only unbelievably slowly. And who would want to live in his parents-in-law's house where time practically stands still?
Point taken. Look
Bob
at
is
the
still
king.
sitting where I left him months ago. Of course, he's not really called Bob, but his elven name is too complicated and long to remember. And he likes Bob.
Talk to Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Nate, my boy, what are you doing here?
I rescued Ivo from Tugator, the flying pirate island, and brought her back here, more or less.
Oh, so you're getting on well again.
It's too late for that. Trust me.
It is never too late for that. Trust me.
Your wife has hexed Ivo, an imprisoned critter. I'll free both of them, and
I would counsel you to patience, my impetuous friend. What has happened?
The Queen found Ivo in the garden. She's pregnant. Did you know that?
I hope that you are speaking of Ivo and not my wife. Of course I knew.
She's put Ivo into a kind of deep sleep.
Theodora knows wise decisions take time. It isn't a simple sleep. It's a kind of time out. For Ivo, time is standing still until her mother brings her back.
And when will that be?
As soon as she knows how she's going to deal with the situation. That could take months, or even years.
Years? She's got no right to do that. We have to bring Ivo back.
Just like the polecat butters the bread of the barn owl.
How can we
How
wake
can we
Ivo
wake
up? I'm
Ivo
going
up?
to ignore what you said.
Without the help of her mother, impossible.
Then we'll have to force her. She can't keep Ivo imprisoned against her will.
You won't have any luck.
I know.
Fiora will defend her daughter. She thinks she's doing the right thing. But if you can make her see that she was not acting in Ivo's best interests, then I'm sure she would let her go.
I should talk to her?
Oh, you'd be dead before you'd stuttered out your first sentence.
I know.
Hey!
She doesn't like me.
I eavesdropped on the Queen. She never told Ivo what happened, right?
What happened? You just disappeared one night.
It was all your wife's fault. She hexed me. I was going to propose to Ivo. The Queen intercepted me and whispered something in my ear.
Her words would have just washed over you had they not found something which they were able to catch hold of.
I thought long and hard about whether I should propose to Ivo. I loved her, but I also loved my freedom.
Gods and the wise call that getting cold feet.
So she could manipulate me because of my feet?
She magnified your doubts and let you lose sight of what was really important, your love for Ivo.
But I didn't want her to have to watch me die. And I certainly didn't want her to come with me out into the world and grow old and die herself.
Would it have not been up to my daughter what sacrifices she would be willing to make for you? She is, after all, the more intelligent one.
Indeed.
After I left the Elfborough, my head still told me I'd done the right thing. I wouldn't condemn Ivo to a life with me, and a goodbye would have been too painful for both of us.
But your heart told you that you were a fool.
Later I thought I'd found a solution. I'd find a way to live forever. Then I could marry Ivo and we'd never be separated.
Your heart was right. You are a fool.
Indeed.
Well, Archmage Alistair's been turned into a frog. By a certain Van Buren, some little brat who's running through Seastone and transforming everything.
A little girl transformed the Archmage?
Yes! No idea how she managed it. Ivo said something about Wilbur's wand. And he's in the Dark Woods looking for a book that explains how it can be destroyed. In the meantime, Ivo wanted to organize a few things needed to bring the Archmage back.
What sort of things?
The spark
Some
of
book
life.
from Lorem Ipsum.
The Book of the Dead?
Yep, that was the one. Then we need a compass that belongs to the Red Pirate, and something called the Spark of Life. That's why she came back here.
I see. It's crucial we turn Alistair back quickly. He might have answers.
Alright, if everyone
Answers?
has
To which
answers
questions?
to which questions?
Something is stirring. A great evil. I have felt it for a while now.
The little brat with the wand?
No. Something older, greater, and a great danger for you, for Ivo, for everyone.
That doesn't sound good. But I wouldn't even know where to start. Ivo didn't tell me very much. Or perhaps I didn't listen.
I
I
think the
have
lantern.
the spark of life here. I will give it to my daughter as soon as she wakes. I can't help you with the compass, though. But I saw the lost city of Lorem Ipsum with my own eyes, oh, long, long ago.
If I were to look for Lorem Ipsum, where would I find the ruins of the city?
Under the sands of the Umzu Desert.
Oh, really? Could you be a bit more precise? The desert's pretty big.
I can't remember the exact location. I set out from the Bremen oasis, went into the desert, and just followed my nose. After a few days, I saw the golden roofs of the town glinting in the sun as it set behind them.
So Lorem Ipsum is west of Bremen. But how far into the desert? How many days did you walk, and how quickly?
It was 3,500 years ago. What did you do last Thursday?
West of Bremen. That's a start.
Yep.
Ivo seems to have coped well with me leaving her. Seems to have been in a rush to find herself an elven prince.
No, she didn't take it well. She was hurt and disappointed. And no, she didn't throw herself around the neck of any elf prince.
I don't even want to know. I'd always loved her, but it seemed to have been quite one-sided.
Did she not explain that they don't know what the hell...
Your
about
wife
the
trapped Critter in the
pregnancy?
garden. Some thorny tendrils grew out of the ground, imprisoning him.
Oh, an old trick that all priests have up their sleeve.
So novices couldn't sneak out of rituals early, eh?
But the tendrils are very ticklish, especially under the arms.
They... All right, then.
Okay, tendrils are
Take care, Bob.
ticklish.
I'll see what I can do to help Ivo and Alistair. Or, if I can.
I see a man with a mission of great importance that he would like to complete.
Like? All that work? All that danger? The stress? You've got the same attitudes towards stress as I have.
I can see through you, Nate. You made your decision long ago. You just haven't realized it.
To be an
Do
adventurer.
Good. Be part of something bigger. Help others. We all need goals in our lives. And the greater the goal, the greater the reward.
I don't know what you're talking about, old man.
We've saved the world once. We can save it again. And we will feel good in doing so.
The tree is legendary. I knew of it long before I met Ivo. The Tree of Life, as it's called, is attributed all kinds of powers. I was a little bit disappointed when I saw it for the first time. To me, it looks like a completely normal, tall tree.
Okay, I think this might be a good place to finish up because we seem to have gone everywhere for the time being, and I'll work out how to save Ivo and Critter in the next one. Alrighty, so this is Geekgoth. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please press like, subscribe, comment if you feel so inclined, and I hope to see you next time on any of my Let's Plays, including the next Book of Unwritten Tales 2 Let's Play. Thank you very much, and I will see you around. Raging at... yeah.
Guess what?
This is how heart surgery works. It works like that.
Heart. Heart is good. Be good to heart. Don't tear out heart. Heart is good. Strong, beating good heart. Hey, is that my car?
The important things in life.